Hello, welcome to Levant TV Headlines. A car bomb has exploded near a gas plant in Syria's Homs province, killing 8 people, including 4 soldiers, and wounding 15. Dozens of clerics have demonstrated in Bahrain against the detention of opposition leader Sheikh Ali Salman by the authorities in the small but strategic Gulf state. Forces loyal to Libya's internationally recognized government have carried out airstrikes against Islamist militia following attacks on the country's crucial Al-Sidra oil export terminal. 3 Iranian soldiers have been killed in an ambush in the restive southeastern province of Sistan-Baluchistan by rebels who then fled over the nearby Pakistani border. And Indonesia's National Security and Rescue Agency chief says AirAsia plane, which went missing with 162 people on board en route for Singapore, is likely at the bottom of the sea. Now let's have a look at top headlines in today's newspapers in the Middle East. Starting from the UAE, the Khalij Times leads reporting that several hours of searching Indonesian waters turned up no sign of an AirAsia plane that disappeared on Sunday, with 162 people on board in airspace possibly thick with dense storm clouds, strong winds and lightning. The paper also reports that Bahrain's main opposition movement, Al-Wifaq, said its leader Sheikh Ali Salman was arrested on Sunday following a lengthy interrogation at the Interior Ministry. From Beirut, the Daily Star leads reporting that a man was severely wounded when he and another Arsal resident briefly clashed with the Lebanese army in the outskirts of the town Monday over new security measures set to go into effect. The paper also reports that ISIS has claimed the killing of a senior Iranian officer advising Iraq forces in their fight against the jihadis. The Egypt Independent leads reporting that Ankara has reiterated its disapproval of the election of Egypt's president as a military coup, hours after Egypt's foreign ministry urged Turkey to change its policies as means to mend worsening political relations. The paper also reports that Lebanese soldiers fired into the air to disperse a protest against security measures near a town close to the Syrian border. Now let's have a look at top MidEast headlines from papers here in London. The Independent leads Middle East news reporting that ISIS has executed at least 120 of its own militants in the past 3 months, the majority of whom were foreign fighters trying to return home. The British-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said that brutal militant group killed the jihadists, most of whom were foreign fighters, for trying to flee the territory, adding that the true number could be even higher. The Guardian leads Middle East news reporting that Iran's supreme leader has stepped into the debate over police violence and race in America, likening police shootings of black people in Ferguson and elsewhere to the Palestinian struggle in Gaza in a series of tweets using a hashtag Black Lives Matter in a stream of comments on its English-language Twitter feed. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei highlighted what he sees as the hypocrisy of the US at Christmas time by suggesting a link between Jesus' suffering for the oppressed and official oppression of protesters in Ferguson. The Telegraph leads reporting that Egyptian film censors have banned a Hollywood biblical epic, saying it is riddled with historical inaccuracies. The censorship board was angered that Exodus, gods and kings depicted Jews having built the pyramids, something which has long been disputed by the country's archaeologists. Now let's take a look at top Middle East headlines in international papers. From Beijing, China's Global Times reports that the Israeli army confirmed that troops opened live fire during a confrontation that erupted Sunday with Palestinian protesters at a border crossing in northern Gaza. An army spokeswoman said more than 40 Gazans approached the Israeli side of the Erez crossing border terminal, where they began throwing stones at security forces. And finally, Germany's Deutsche Welle reports that the Syrian government has announced that it was willing to meet opposition groups for peace talks in Russia in an effort to find a path out of civil conflict that has engulfed the nation for nearly 4 years. The Kremlin said they plan to host members of the opposition in late January, followed by representatives from the Assad regime, before hopefully bringing the two parties together. That was it for today. For more updates, please visit us on levant.tv. Thanks for watching and bye for now.